Hello scientists. Now the little bit of chemistry that I'm going to be showing you today is actually something that I've done a few times before. Actually a lot of times before, probably almost hundreds of times before, and yet every time I do it, it brings me so much joy. It is in fact making slime, and probably my favourite kind of slime, something that I call liquid glass. Right, so how do we do it? The first and main ingredient, I suppose, is something called clear glue, or clear gum it's sometimes called as well. It's a sort of glue that's often used in schools and it's non-toxic. Clear as you can see, and a little bit thick. There we go, beauty. Once you've got that into your cup, and not a kitchen cup of course, one that we can throw away later, you then need to add the second ingredient, which is water. And you add about 2 or 3 times as much water as you've got glue. Doesn't have to be too exact, that can come later if you want to experiment with things. Now let's just mix those two things together. Now this glue here, it's important to know, is made from something called PVA. Not to be confused with PVA wood glue. They're similar but different. This one's polyvinyl alcohol, this one's polyvinyl acetate for those counting home. Now the particular PVA in here is actually a water-soluble plastic. If you've ever used these dishwashing tablets before, they're wrapped in plastic, but that plastic is PVA. It's the same stuff that's inside this glue. Right at the moment, it's dissolved around in water and it's really thin and goopy. Not slime yet. So that's where our next ingredient comes in, and it's something called borax. Now borax you find in the cleaning section at the supermarket. So once you've finished playing with your slime, you'll need to wash your hands. You want to add a couple of scoops of borax into, again, not a kitchen cup, and then a bit of water to dissolve that up. Don't need too much. Stir that through to get the borax dissolved. This is our last ingredient. If you want to make clear slime, well, you're ready to go. If you'd like to add some colour, which I'm going to today, or even some glitter, you can do that now. Don't need too much colour though. Oh, look at that. Beautiful. Right, really simple now. You just add the borax to the glue while stirring. And I can tell you it's starting already. You don't need to add all the borax. I think I've probably almost got enough in there. Wow, it's changing. Look at that. How cool is that? So what's going on in there? Well, the PVA molecules in there are like long bits of spaghetti, and before you add the borax, they're all swimming around freely, and it's like a liquid. But once you add the borax sticks them all together, and it turns it into this massive gloop of slime, which is really, really cool. Of course, here's one I made earlier. This one's got sparkles in it. It looks pretty cool. There's lots of things you can do with slime other than play with it. In fact, you can turn this into an experiment. You could use, for example, different amounts of borax, different amounts of water, hot and cold water, anything you like. But if you're going to turn it into an experiment, you'll need to be able to measure your slime. So if you want some help, I suppose, working out how to measure slime, go to our slime testing video. I'll show you all sorts of things about how to work with slime and how to measure slime viscosity. Or of course, you can just admire the beauty of it and play with it. Oh, one last tip though, if you're going to keep your slime, best to keep it in like a little Ziploc baggie, because it will dry out and turn back to a crispy plastic. But for now, I'm just going to admire the beauty of it. Ooh.